Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Peck Rosa Buffalo Bills YouTube channel. This is your host, Peck Rosa, as I'm going to talk to you about the game today. But before I do that, please like, comment, and subscribe because that'd be awesome. And you'll get awesome Bills content throughout the year, like my top 10 Buffalo Bills games of all time. You can look that up right now, and it will be great. So, what do I think about the Buffalo Bills against the New England Patriots right now? Well, first, let's go back to the Thanksgiving game last week. Where Josh Allen led an heroic drive with 23 seconds left and made one of his best throws of his career to Stephon Diggs to set up a game-winning touchdown. And I know Josh Allen is struggling through that elbow injury, but he can still make plays with the best of them, and he can still make throws that I believe only one person can make, and that's Patrick Mahomes. And even Patrick Mahomes, I don't think can make that throw to Stephon Diggs to win the game. So, you know, yes, the Bills have not played up to their potential, but right now, I think the Bills are okay, pretty good. They're 8-3. They're in second place in the AFC East. They're tied with the Miami Dolphins. They're tied with the Miami Dolphins atop the AFC East, and it's imperative for the Bills to win all of their division games right now, the rest of the way. And there's three games coming up, and the Bills really needed to be 8-3 as we enter these stretch of games, so that by the end, if the Bills can win three straight, they can be 11-3, and they can be on top of the AFC East and really in the driver's seat for possibly the number 2 seed or the number 1 seed. Now, there's a way for the Bills to get even the number 1 seed by the end of today, but that starts with a win against the Patriots. And I think they can do that. I really do think so. Now, we have two critical pieces out on both sides of the ball. On offense, that's Deion Dawkins, the Bills' left tackle. He has only missed a handful of games since entering the league, and he's been a really great left tackle for really the whole time Sean McDermott has been there. And you hardly hear his name, which is good. So the Bills will miss him. I think David Crisenberry will go to its spot, and obviously Spencer Brown, and that's a little bit of a concern for me. I do think so, but I still think that Josh Allen with Stephon Diggs and Gabe Davis, Isaiah McKenzie, the whole Bills receiving core can attack the Patriots offense, or my bad, defense can attack the Patriots defense and really move up and down the field and score points. Now, will it be a 30, 40 point game? I hope so, but I can still see the Bills scoring 28 points, and that'll be enough. You know, I don't, I don't think the Patriots are as good as the Bills, and they do struggle with running quarterbacks like Josh Allen. Think of Justin Fields in their game against the Bears. Justin Fields ran all over the New England defense. So, you know, so Josh Allen will have some opportunities to make plays with his arm and his legs tonight in New England. So, but definitely Deion Dawkins being out is a big deal for the Bills offense. So now we go to the defense. They have another piece out as well. They have Von Miller, and he could miss maybe this game, the rest of the season. But Von Miller said in his Voncast, as they call it, that he's only going to be out this week, and hopefully he'll be back next week. The Bills do have an 11-day break, which is great, but they'll miss him. But honestly, the Bills' defense will transform to the defense from last year. And all they need is to get consistent pressure on Mac Jones because Mac Jones really breaks down under pressure. He makes mistakes when he's under pressure. And if you can get him to do that, I think there'll be some opportunities for maybe some interceptions or fumbles. They don't have a great running game, the Patriots. The Bills should be able to handle that, but that Stevenson guy is helping them in their running game. And if the Bills can stop their running game, limit big plays, I think the defense will have a good day. Without Von Miller, it's up to Greg Rousseau and AJ Epinesa, who will be back, Ed Oliver, Boogie Basham, basically that whole defensive line to create pressure. And Tremaine Edmonds will be back for this game, and that is a big, big get back player to get back for the Bills. I think the Bills have missed him the last couple of weeks, especially in the running game and the running game defense, and I think he'll plug a big hole in that defense. So yes, Von Miller's not out, but I'm not afraid by that. That doesn't mean that the Bills will go in the tank and lose this game and not make the playoffs. I don't think so. I think the Bills are a good team. They'll absorb the Von Miller loss for this game, and you hope that Greg Rousseau or AJ Epinesa or any other of the Bills' defensive linemen will create pressure. Matt Milano, Tremaine Edmonds, and Trey White. Trey White, hopefully, crossing my fingers that he'll play more. Hopefully, he'll play 50% of the defensive snaps. I know he played like 15 plays last year. The Bills really need him just to get on the field for the last stretch of games here. They really do need to. I didn't really agree with how they handled Trey White, especially into November and December. Yes, you had 15 snaps in the Thanksgiving game, but why wait for that? You could have had 15 snaps against the Jets or the Packers or the Vikings. I mean, there are different ways of handling it, and I just think the Bills handle it somewhat too slow, and that hurt them in a lot of games, and they lost the games because Trey White wasn't on the field and he was healthy. So hopefully he'll be on the field more and he'll replace Dane Jackson, who is struggling, and put Kyler Elam on the field, and have a rotation there with Dane Jackson and Kyler Elam. Christian Benford is hurt, but either way, I think the defense will have a good game. I think it's going to be a close game. Those division games are always close, so you kind of have to expect a close game for the Bills, and hope that the Bills come out on top. They need to win these next three games against the Patriots, Jets, and Dolphins. Two of those three are at home. So they're in a dogfight in the AFCs, and you're hoping they come out on top. And I think the Bills can. They have the best team. They have a quarterback. They have one. They have the best quarterback. They have the best receiver. Good teams come through in the clutch in the end, and I think the Bills are that team. So, I expect a win today, a close win, but a win, and to send the Bills to 9-3, first place in the AFC East. And then this week is interesting for Sunday's games because you have the Jets against Minnesota, which I don't know, I don't see Minnesota winning that game. I just don't. And then you have the Dolphins and the 49ers, and that's interesting because both coaches came from that same coaching tree, so they'll run similar offenses throughout the game, mirror themselves, and but the 49ers are just, I feel like a good team. I think they're going to get to the Super Bowl with Christian McCaffrey and Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, that's a good team and a good defense. So if it all holds right, and then the Chiefs against the Bengals, and the Chiefs could lose that game. Yeah, that could be a really close game. So Uh, Theoretically, the Bills could be in the number one spot. If all of what I said goes through, they could be in the number one spot by the end of the weekend. So we'll see what happens, and obviously I'll have my recap maybe after the game. We'll see. I know I didn't have a recap after Thanksgiving, but that's Thanksgiving, so what can you do? Um, but please like, comment, and subscribe, and go Bills.